Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is Teresa, TarotByT.com, and I am about to do your Love TarotScope for the month of July. And I just want to say before I start, thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking for the videos. Thank you for commenting. I value each and every one of them, and I read all of them. And I'm really glad when the reading actually helps someone. That it just makes me really happy to know that the reading has helped someone. So if that happens, then my mission is accomplished. So before I begin, I want to start by bringing the angels into this reading. Let's create some sacred space. And we will begin. What does Pisces need to know about their love life for the month of April? What does Pisces need to know about their love life for the month of April? What does Pisces need to know about their love life for the month of April? What does Pisces need to know about their love life for the month of April? Okay, let's see. The Devil card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Strength card, the Fool, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. Well, this is interesting. This looks good. Although it looks more like career success than love. Okay, so you have the Devil card at the center. And the Devil represents passion and desire and also fear. So it's possible like you might be in a relationship where there's a lot of chemistry, where there's a strong desire for this person. Almost like an addiction. You might be addicted to this person, where even though you know that they're not good for you, you can't seem to break away. Or you're feeling that you're afraid of being overwhelmed by the person, that they're taking your identity, like you're losing yourself in this relationship. So you need to be careful about it. Sometimes when the Devil comes up, it can relate to a codependent type of relationship, where you're not really happy. You might be giving too much or giving too much of yourself away. But at the same time, you find it hard to leave. You're feeling addicted. It's like an addiction. So you just want to be careful of that. On the other hand, it could be a fear. Sometimes the Devil represents fear. Fear of losing control. Fear of, when you feel strongly about someone, and when you're in a very intense relationship, you can feel like you're losing your identity, like the relationship or the person is taking over, possessing you almost, where you're losing your sense of self. And I guess that could happen in codependency too. So you have to be careful that you're not giving too much away for this relationship. Even though there's a strong attraction there and there's strong desires, you don't want to lose yourself in the relationship. You want to maintain some of your individuality, some of your identity. You want to have separate interests. You don't want to be glued to the hip, because Pisces, being a water sign, you have a tendency to merge with people where you lose yourself, And so it's very easy for you to just lose, especially if you're dealing with a strong personality. And you have this King of Wands here, and that represents someone with a very strong personality. They're bossy, they're outspoken. Sometimes they can be a bully even, because they're so confident and so sure of themselves that you feel like you're afraid to speak up. or you're afraid to confront them or to go against them, so you just give in. And when you do that, you lose yourself. You lose your sense of identity, of who am I? If you let someone else determine who you are. You can't let that happen. You have to know who you are and stand your ground. So I think in relationship, you're going to be setting boundaries in July. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here, so things are changing. You might be just starting to wake up that, you know what, I'm feeling like I'm lost. And I need to, reclaim who I am. Reclaim my identity. Who am I? And I have to stop letting people either, you have to start setting some boundaries. Because if you don't set boundaries, people are going to overstep them. And you have to say, oh no, this is where you leave off, this is where I begin, this is where you begin. You can't just merge. It may not be healthy. You might be merging in an unhealthy way. I mean, it's one thing to feel close to someone, to love someone, to feel like you're one, yeah. But you still have to retain a sense of self. So I think that's the battle for this month. And I think you're going to be successful with it. But things are changing, so you might be waking up to that fact. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is the student card. If it doesn't relate to a child who's going back to school, so you might be concerned with a child who's a student, it could relate to you having a new attitude or a new way of looking. You're open for change. You're open to looking at things in a different way, learning about different ways of reacting and behaving. You could also be, there could be changes in your career where you're having to learn new skills. So this is a card about learning new things, being open to change, being open to learning, being willing to embrace new ideas. And here's this King of Wands, this strong personality. He has influenced you. It's either he or she. Whoever this person is, they have a presence when they come into the room. And sometimes their personality is so strong they don't realize they're overpowering others. So you have to let them know, hey, you know what, you're too much. You're telling me what to do all the time. So you have to set the boundaries. And here you are with the Seven of Wands. You're setting boundaries. You're going to be setting boundaries. You're going to be standing your ground over a principle. So if you had some kind of argument in the past, or some kind of discussion, you're going to be standing strong. You're not going to let this person bully you anymore. And they're going to test your boundary. They're going to push the envelope. They're going to see how serious you are about it. Because you may have gotten to the point where you say, you know what, I've had enough. And this is not going to continue. And things have to change. And they're not going to believe you. They're going to test you. So you have to be strong. You have the Seven of Wands there. It's a card of strength. You have the upper hand. You can win out over any of these obstacles. Don't be afraid to stand your ground. And then you have the message card here, the Page of Wands. So you're going to receive some good news. You might hear from someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Or you might be receiving, good news. Maybe they're willing to work with you. They're willing to accept your boundaries. Or it could also be related to career success, because I see you have some success cards coming up. Three of Pentacles, the Fool card, the Six of Wands. You could be hearing some good news where you're getting some kind of recognition for the work that you've been doing. Maybe you've been battling competition on a project, and now you're going to receive news that you've been chosen for the position, or you're going to be rewarded or awarded something in the near future. You have the Strength card here and the Staff. And this is in the position of your negative thoughts or your psychological barriers. So with the Strength card, you're really working on yourself. You've been working on your emotional reactivity. So you're learning that, how to tame the beast within, how to not overreact when things happen. how to get your needs met without coming apart at the seams. Learning how to, so you might have been how to deal with issues of anger. Maybe there's been issues from the past or from your childhood, and you have to learn how to release your anger in healthy ways. Or learn how to tame your emotions so you're not high one day, low the next, or, one day you're happy, next day something happens and you're crushed and devastated. So it's kind of like you're learning how to control that demon within. You're learning how to control the beast within. And we all have our demons. We all have our weaknesses that we have to control. No one is perfect, and it's a constant battle to make sure that you are in control of your emotions, that they are not controlling you. So you might have gone through some kind of therapy or counseling, and you're starting to see positive results as a result of that. You're learning how to get your needs met in a healthy way. You're making real changes in the way you approach conflict. And you have the Fool card coming up in your environment. So if you've had a falling out with someone in a relationship, maybe they want to just start over. Like, let's wipe the slate clean, let's start over. I know we made mistakes in the past, and, but I want to try again, I want to do something, let's try again, let's try something new. Or it could also mean that you're in a new environment, and you're in a new situation. Maybe at work even. You've gotten some new responsibilities on the job, and you've had to go for some training. And so while this adventure is exciting on the one hand because you're involved in something new, you're scared of it at the same time because it's something you've never done before. But you're going to do fine. You've got the Three of Pentacles right here. So you might be starting something new in July, and then within 3 months you're going to be either promoted or recognized as doing a great job. They're going to be happy with your work. Because this is a card of recognition. This is the card of the master craftsman. So you're very good at what you do. You have mastered your work, and you're going to get recognition. And this is also a victory card, the Six of Wands, where you're hailed as a rock star. You are champion. You're the champion. People are going to be saying, oh, this person, we couldn't have done it without her or him. This is great. And so you're going to get, rewarded for all your work. So you're making progress. It's possible. So things are looking up for July. I see, mostly career success. It's more of a career month than a romantic month, I think. Unless you decide to try again with someone new. You're definitely setting boundaries, though, this month. You're not going to let people take advantage of your kindness. You're going to be, because, Pisces is such a giving and compassionate sign. They want to help everyone. And sometimes they get taken advantage of by people who don't have their best interests at heart. So you have to learn how to set boundaries more than any other sign. You're the most compassionate, giving sign of the zodiac. And sometimes the boundaries get blurred with the Pisces. They give too much away. So you're going to be setting boundaries. You're going to be beating the competition. If there is competition at work, you're going to ace it. So you might also be embarking on some new career path or a new aspect of your job. Because the Fool it puts you in a new environment, but one that leads to success and recognition. So July is going to be a month of success and recognition, a month of self-mastery and setting boundaries, and things are changing. You might finally have the strength to give up on this addiction. Maybe you're going to, if you have an addiction problem with some kind of drinking or drug problem, you're going to finally master it through counseling and through self-improvement techniques. So you're going to get rid of whatever's been holding you back, your self-sabotage. Maybe you've been sabotaging your success. You've been letting your addictions get in the way of your success. But that's changing because I think you're going to overcome it. You're going to get on top of it. And I think it's going to be a good month for you. So hang in there, Pisces, and stay strong. And congratulations. I'm going to congratulate you in advance for your success, because I know you're going to be a success in July. And good luck with your new life and your new projects and the new you. And I wish you the best, and I will thank you for listening. I'll talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.